Look at this. This town is just beautiful. If you're new around here, I'm Chloe Jones, and I'm riding this bad boy from my hometown in Wales to Tajikistan in Asia. Look at that. Incredible. We're off to Makhachkala. Still haven't been able to pronounce that city right. Let's see what happens. Need to be there by 4. I don't think that's going to happen, but we'll try. Look at the scenery. The trees are changing colours. Epic road. Look at it. These are so pretty. Holy, he came around so fast. Look at that, it's incredible. There's something very weird about not being able to read these signs, you know. I tried Google translating a few of them, but then you just realise you can't Google translate every freaking sign you pass because you would never get anywhere. Big pothole. Look at this. I think it's fair to say that Russia has exceeded my expectations 100 times over.
Хлоя Элизабет здесь, у нее в этот визе есть.
Спасибо. He was chill. I was expecting like some big faff, and I'm so close to, you know, a few more days and I'm leaving, but no, everything was fine, paperwork was good, so I don't know why I always get nervous when I get stopped by police, especially when they're holding massive machine guns. Oh, I'm not a weapons expert, but these massive guns, you know, I'm like racking my brain. You know, I've got insurance, but I haven't looked at that since I bought it. Was that definitely 30 days? You know, you just start questioning everything. Yeah. I don't want to be in this lane. Oh, fuck my life. These speed bumps are lethal, honestly. They're just, you can't see them. Because, okay, it's painted, but there's so much painting on the floor. Like most of them are flat, but occasionally there's one that's not and it's raised. Oh, 60 kilometers to the city. Okay guys, this is the big surprise. I ran out of money. Well, I've got some money left, but I didn't want to risk driving and breaking down with not a lot of money left. And also the toss-up was spend 4 days in Dagestan or spend 4 days driving a really boring road and nothing to see. So I stayed in Dagestan for 4 days, used the rest of my money, and now I'm on the bus. I was supposed to get on the bus yesterday. We'd agreed with the bus company, but the driver said no, and we rang again and this driver said yes. So we will be in Kazakhstan tomorrow. Holy, we've just been in a car crash. This lorry's just rear-ended us and there's now fuel all over the road. I don't know what that means. Hopefully the bike is okay, but there's fuel everywhere and I hope there's not a fire. Fuck. Luckily, it smells like coolant, which is the best case, which means we're stranded, but there's not going to be a fire. There's no way I'm getting my bike out fast. I think my bike will be fine because it's way forwards. See the force he hit. This is a massive truck. It's completely bent in the front and the windshield. What an idiot. Absolute bedlam. Like the police are shouting one thing, someone else is shouting something else. Absolute chaos. My only concern is to get this bike out and maybe just get to a hotel and re-center. And I don't know if that's going to be in my decisions or what will happen. Like, why just shut the road off, get the buses swapped over and then resume traffic. Like, this is just chaos. That's a fuel tanker, that is. That's insane. We're trying to move the bus now. This is crazy. Oh, fucking hell. I know you probably can't see me. Quick update, everyone was ignoring me because I didn't speak Russian. I don't think they meant to, but they just didn't know what to do. There's no room for me on any buses. And yeah, so I dragged the bike up on myself and finally got help and it was already out. And now the wheel doesn't move and I've been having brake issues and that's why I wanted to get on the bus because I wanted to deal with this in Kazakhstan. And now I can't. And the rear axle seized, so I think a bearing has collapsed maybe or something else. So we'll see. Cannot get the axle out for the life of me. So let's have a look. So the latest update, the bus drivers, the police are very angry. Like, this is not my fault. There's been a crash, you know. You know, the brake shoes, they're not worn. It's not lack of maintenance. I'll show you in the morning. They're very bad condition. They should not fail like this. I'll show you. A lovely biker has pulled over and he's going to help me. He's already been told off by the police because he didn't park further down the road, so we're now going to carry the bike. This this brake cable is very delicate.
Na mopedy?
Moped, yeah. What a fucking night.
Kaska. Schlimm, schlimm.
I have. This was probably the scariest, most craziest night of the whole trip. So a little context, the guy on the motorcycle rang a friend to come pick me up. I really didn't have a clue where I was. This stretch that the bus was taking me is a really long stretch with very few towns in between. So this guy just turns up and I have to trust that he's just gonna take me to a hotel, and that was the deal. He was gonna take me to a hotel, and through Google Translate he's trying to tell me he's gonna take me to this mechanic, bearing in mind it's like the middle of the night. So I was not very happy about that when we turned up, because he went against everything I said. I felt completely uneasy, and when we arrived and we met this mechanic, it didn't settle my nerves.
Honda,
Honda, yeah, easy. He's taken from another bike in the outside. You know, the one thing I say on a trip is to trust your gut, and I couldn't trust my gut. I had to rely on these people. My bike wouldn't go anywhere. Like, I was stuck. So I, reluctantly stayed. I told them I had no money to pay. I told them I had nothing to give. I think I had less than $100 at this point in cash, and I still likely have 3 days of riding to get out of Russia before I get any more money. He seemed like a nice guy, but he was just too much crazy for 1 a.m. I spent, way too many hours there, and he was inhaling some narcotics out of this big glass thing, smoking, God knows what. It was quite tense, to be honest.
Проблему там создали, поэтому она и остановилась. Их нахуй можно было выкинуть, нахуй доехать передним.
He's welded some extra patches on the bearing so it stops it slipping, which is probably one of the contributing factors to the brakes. Super. So that might help me in the future, hopefully, the bearing. It's 1 a.m. and we are still going. He's done a pretty decent repair to my bearing. Temporary, but it works.
Стоя, да?
Да, ну как, всех стоя, лежа, блядь.
Не, стоя, она не...
Ты чё, блядь, стоя, ты чё, блядь? Положить ты можешь его просто, не хватает, что ли?
Она падает, у тебя другой...
Да, а ну-ка вон доску возьми, а вон доску возьми. Ой, не надо, уйди оттуда, вон туда сядь, иди, женщина, ёп. Вон туда сядь, иди, вон туда сядь и сиди, блядь.
All in all, I'm completely grateful to these two strangers, and if it wasn't for them, I'd still be on the side of the road. So, hand on heart, I am grateful, but it was definitely the scariest night of the trip. They even ran ahead to a hotel to make sure there was someone awake, because a lot of these hotels aren't, your 24-hour receptions, they're guest houses, and the owners go to bed. And they rang ahead, made sure she was awake. They got me a deal because they knew my situation through Google. This is all through Google Translate. A very tense night, hence the filming quality, and I didn't film anything after that. I was grateful to get to my hotel. I was exhausted. I think it was nearly 2 or 3 in the morning. I needed to get some sleep and make a plan for the journey ahead. Thank you so much for watching. New video next week. This portion, I look back at these videos now and like these few weeks of this trip was the most challenging. Very tough. A couple of weeks of problems and having to find solutions to things. It hasn't always been kicking your bike over the leg. That doesn't make any sense. Kicking your leg over the bike. And just enjoying yourself. But it's all been part of the adventure. It's what made it special, meeting all these people along the way. So yeah, see you on the next one. Keep riding, keep having adventures.